Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast where we try to figure it all out with your hosts, Brandon and Colin. On this week's show, geopolitical hegemony. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
What's new? What's going on?
Not too much, really. I've been kind of slacking off. I haven't really done it.
Oh no!
I know. I'm surprised. Wait, no one's surprised by this. It's a
Totally fine. It's all good.
Yeah. So, let's see. What have I done since last time we talked? Oh, we had food truck day thing.
Oh, nice.
Right. So that was good. So I went with some friends to the food trucky deal. Now this time it was weird because it was like themed. I don't really know how I feel about this. Well, it was themed in that the big one, this is one of the big ones they do, and it's like they have like live music and stuff.
Okay.
Right? And this time it was like themed live music. So there were, I think, I wasn't looking at the stage. I was sitting at a table and my back was to the stage, like kind of, I was perpendicular to the plane of the stage, right? So like I was sitting, they block all the roads off. And so there's all these picnic tables that are sitting on the road. And then in the pavilion facing parallel to the road is the band, but I was sitting with my back to them, so like I was, I guess, parallel to them, but I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't see them, so I couldn't tell if it was like different bands or the same band playing many different sets, but they were like decade themed cover band.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So they did like the first set, or perhaps group, unconfirmed, was only playing music from the early 2000s. Right? And the second band / set was only playing music from the 90s. Right? You see what's happening here? And then the final one was the 80s cover band section. Oh, man. There we go. I don't think we stayed for that part. I think we were...
Everyone's
favorite. I don't know. I was tired and I was like, okay, I'm very full and I'm ready to go home now. So like, and what I really learned is that there are, and this was like all genres of music from said decade as well. So it was not just the rock hits they're playing, although perhaps it ought to have been, because I can't really think of any examples off the top of my head right now, which is going to kind of defeat part of my argument. But I did learn that there are songs that make excellent cover songs, and there are songs that, boy, do they not make good covers. Right? Like, ooh, that one's rough. Maybe it was just like how they were doing it. And there was a couple times where you're like, they need a keyboard player. That would really just make this better. Like,
oh wow, that's what
because
you tried.
I think it. Well, I mean, there was just not enough instruments to fill out the parts, right? So I think, again, not paying 100% attention, but I think it was just a 3-piece band and a singer. Right? I don't even think there were 2 guitarists. So there was definitely a couple times where you're like, nah, there needs to be another layer somewhere, like just for something. Like, I don't really know.
A whole lot more, but like,
yeah, but like a bit, like more. Something. Yeah, so there was a couple songs where I was like, this song needs a keyboard. Right? Like, just gotta fill in something in the background, right? And there's a couple times where you're like, oh man, that song's pretty cool. Like, that's a good one. I like that arrangement. And there was a couple other times where you're like, that's a miss. That is a miss. I don't know.
Really reaching for that one. Tried to make it work, you know. Tried.
I don't really know. Like, yeah, it was weird. So it was all right. It was overall it was okay. I saw like a billion people I knew, which is weird because I didn't think I knew anybody. So like that was awkward. But like
popular.
yeah, I was like, I know all these. How do I know these people? What the heck? What's going on? So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. For reference, just I know you're really curious about this. So what did I eat at this food truck thing?
Yes.
Colin, they have this time lots and lots of options, right? Lots of great stuff. Okay. They have a grilled cheese truck that has like just super massive like grilled cheese sandwiches.
Interesting.
Amazing. Yeah,
it's
so
just
good.
like their thing.
Yeah. They have like lots of different kinds, like normal. There's like a buffalo chicken one. There's like a pizza. It's like a grilled cheese, but with just like pepperoni and stuff on it.
Fascinating.
Absolutely. Right, come on. That's what you got. So that's what I went for. We went for the grilled cheese food truck.
Oh, I love that.
Because like one of there's like the, you feel kind of bad because some of them are like trucks that are here all the time, but you're like, I go to you all the time. So like, I want the grilled cheese truck. Sorry, taco truck guy, but I can see you any day I want to, and I do want to. So I will see you later. Don't worry about it.
that is tough. This is actually a favorite of mine, but it's the access too that really changes the calculus on whether you dive in or not.
That is the real thing. That is the real important variable here, because like grilled cheese truck, it's not from here, right? I can't remember where it's from, but like it's from like maybe northern Arkansas. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I looked it up at some point, but I can't remember. But like they go all over the place, right? They're one of those people that go to like all the like craft things, and they go to like the farmers markets and stuff like that, right? Which yes, why would you not do that? That's literally the point of the food truck, right?
Yeah, like do that.
So you can go to all the things, but they're not often here. Whereas like one of the taco trucks is here all the time. The other one that's always there, I don't even know if they were there this time, because they're always here too. So sometimes they're like, I don't even need to go to the thing because I'm here. So like whatever.
Yeah, that kind of makes it hard for sure.
Yeah, but it was good. It was fun times. Hung out, listened to lots of music in various stages of quality.
Were you pleasant? Were you ever? How am I going to say this? Were you like, oh, I'm glad they're playing that song? Did you ever have one of those?
Yeah, there was a couple that you're like, oh, that's not one that you hear people cover a lot of, right?
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was cool. And there's a couple where we were like, you playing that song? Do you know what the lyrics of the song are? Like, are you?
And then you have the ones where you're like, there's a reason we don't hear that one. We don't even hear the actual version a lot.
Yeah, like it's kind of weird. Like it's a weird choice, but most of them, I think they were self-edited. I think they played the radio edit version live, right? Like,
oh, I see. Yes.
I think because the bank puts it on, I think they might be like, bro, there's like a billion children here, so maybe
here's
when you're playing your Green Day covers, maybe just don't put in all the F words. Maybe don't do that, right? Like I don't know if that's part. I don't know if that's stipulated in the contract. Not 100% sure.
I would,
but I'm imagining it might be
probably.
Right? Like I have a suspicion that that is doing that.
Yes, I'd imagine so.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing.
Oh,
right. I talked to one of my friends. One of the people that we were with there. He is a former English teacher, and she is teaching English next year. So, boom, we were talking about my sci-fi reading problem, and he also has the same problem.
Interesting. Okay.
So we were discussing the sci-fi reading, because that's what he always says. She listens to our show a lot, but he'll always ask me every time he sees me. He's like, "So, what are you reading for the show? Yeah, what's going on?"
Oh, well, hello everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, shout out, because you don't know this, but a couple weeks ago, she was here in the house. This is the first non-family member that I know of.
Oh,
that was live.
Genuinely terrifying.
Live.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Well,
She poked her head in and waved at me.
So there you go. Everything that's happening.
And I was like, what are you doing here?
You're not supposed to be here. Huh.
Yeah. Also, don't look at my pile of laundry. That's not important right now. Don't
shut
look at
the door. Thank you. It's weird. Okay. Sure, we can just do that. We just jump in.
So we had a live pop in, right? So shout out Misty. Shout out Misty. Big fan, Colin.
Big fan, huge fan. All the shows.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we did that, hung out, did some stuff. So I said some of that to tell you. I'm on my own summer reading program. Okay?
Oh no.
I am attempting to read other random sci-fi books that I discover. And at the end of the summer time, I'm going to give you top 5 lists of other books that I read this summer.
Other books. Okay.
And see if they're any good. Right? I will give you the rundown of other sci-fi books that I've attempted to read to attempt to expose myself to this genre that I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Fair. It's a fair thing to do. Yeah.
So I go, look forward to that. Coming soon.
Yes.
Absolutely. Coming soon.
Okay. Well, that's a lot there. My goodness. I like this a lot.
Yeah. So we'll see how many I actually get through too. That's going to be the other determining factor.
Well, so you say other random ones. How are you selecting your choice?
I'm looking at lists of books. I'm seeing which ones sound relatively interesting and that are short. So no space operas. No like 700-page monstrosities will be appearing in this list. So that's the other key deciding feature is the length of the book, because I'm not going to read, like I said, I'm not reading 800 pages of space opera for this, because no. No, I cannot deal with that.
That's fair. That's a healthy choice, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Good on you for that.
We're gonna alternate them, right? I have some other books just sitting here in my pile of books I want to read, and so we're gonna alternate. I'll read one of those, and then I'll see if I'll look about this sci-fi situation. So we're going back and forth. We're gonna spread them out a little bit, so I don't oversaturate myself and mostly burn out on the top. I have been
something
do that from
incredibly easy to do, given this.
I have also discovered just about when I was looking at potential candidates for said list, right? When I was doing some research about this, I discovered all the books that I think are interesting are not taking place in space. So they're like subgenre-y bookerinos. They're not a lot of space cadet-y stuff, which is interesting. Yeah. Weird. I think possibly because a lot of those books are giant, right? And so they're like, oh yeah, well, you want space? How about this? This is 793 pages. Like, no, actually, no thanks.
Not what I wanted. Thank you very much.
I'm sure it's good, but also, it's a bit intimidating, right? Like, you just want to dive into that. So, that is what's going on in the background
here. I was looking
for exactly, right? Like, so just that's what's going on in the background here. The other thing that I did this week was go to the dentist. Oh,
everyone's favorite.
Woo-hoo. Well, actually, it was like super chill. I just had like one tiny cavity, and they're like, "All right," it was like 20 minutes. Like, seriously.
Oh, well, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe 30, because you had to sit there and wait for the thing to get like numb.
Sure.
Although the funny part is they had it. It was like it's way in the back. Right of the what side is this? The right side, right? Okay. So it was way back there. One of my molars, I guess. And so it was kind of hard to get to. So you guys sit there with your mouth like jacked open for forever. But they forgot to take out a piece of the gauze that they stuck in my gum.
Oh no!
Right, and I couldn't feel it because I couldn't feel my face for hours.
Sure.
Right, and so I didn't notice it at all until I started eating a little bit, and then I was like,
"Oh no!
Oh, what the heck? Oh,
what's this? Oh, jeez.
I was like, what is that? And Caesar was like, that was still in there. I was like, I can't feel it, so I guess it was. I don't know.
Didn't swallow it, so we're fine.
It swallow. I mean, it was like you like roll it up and then like shove it down in there. That's what it was. Yeah. But I couldn't feel it, so like I didn't know it was there. I guess they just forgot to pull it out. They pulled out all the rest of it, just not that one.
Well,
so
they wanted you to have an extra souvenir. That's what we say.
Yeah, it's in the trash now. It's fine.
Save it. Oh.
But that was really funny. I was just like, what the? Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I see now. It's all coming together. Anyways, I don't know. I was just telling somebody. Who was I talking to? Who they like their grandma or somebody had just had surgery, and it was one of those horrifying ones where she got home and was like uncomfortable and couldn't figure out why, and they went back and they found the
sponge,
that kind of stuff. And I'm just every time I'm like, I don't like any of this at all. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's no good. I mean, that's better than what happened to Susan when we took her back and they're like, oh, actually, you're still bleeding internally. Hold on. Like,
see, oh my God. Oh, well, gosh golly, would you look at that?
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Well, hey, you should have that checked out. That looks really bad.
Yeah. So that's what has Colin been up to?
Oh,
other than forgetting to book all of his stuff and get making slideshows, presumably.
That's all I've been doing.
I'm assuming that's why you're going. I never asked why you were going to these things. Last time we just talked about that you were going places, and I never stopped to think about why. I just thought like, oh, more skyline and building architecture review coming up. Right? That's what's gonna
unfortunately, so this one coming up, it's
one of them you've already done though, yes?
I did the fear-free talk last time. I think I was preparing for.
I meant architecture review.
Oh yes. We already done that one. Yeah. We'll continue.
So you were in North Carolina before. I think we already got the North Carolina skyline.
Well, sometimes a second pass is needed with fresh.
That's true.
With
the update,
update how things are going,
angle.
And Yep. This trip, also going back to North Carolina. This is more just like a retreaty kind of thing of like, hey, let's get some other people together, come on, like hang out, talk, that kind of stuff. So this isn't an intensive summit or conference. I'm doing nothing. I'm just there to attend. There's a boat ride.
Hey, all right.
There's a boat ride, and I said, sure, I'm in.
There you go. You'll be all prepared. You can drive. We're going to the lake soon, so it's almost time for a lake episode.
I know. I'm very excited for this.
Lake episode.
Oh
yeah.
No.
Maybe we'll wrangle Aaron again. Who knows?
Can I catch him early? Speaking of which, I have to remember I'm craning my neck over to the left. I'm really sorry if the audio is weird. I have to remember to bring my tripod. Last year it was packed. It was sitting on the floor of my office, and I walked out, and I did not have my tripod for a big family photo, and I'm very angry by that. So that has to happen.
Didn't we take one anyway?
I think we ended up doing. I had to. Yeah. Anyway,
put it on a rock and like lean it up and get in front.
Yes, I think So I've got to remember that. So I'm packing. We're going to a lake. It's supposed to be kind of more of a relaxing thing, right? Just like hey, hang out. We'll talk. The business is going to be talk because it's other business owners and that kind of thing. I was told by here's the thing. I was told by some of the attendees. They said, we have bets on whether you're gonna be like a dad or if you're gonna like be involved with the extracurricular activities and stuff. And I'm like,
I know what I'm betting on.
I know. I know what I'm betting on too.
You can't bet, Pete Rose. Come on now, that's not fair.
That's exactly how that works. It's exactly how that works. So yes, I do. you know, it's because they were like, yeah, just we want to know like how early we need to go to bed, and I was like, very early. Everyone needs to be in bed by 9, please, for the love of everything.
By 9, yo.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. That's not going to happen. Obviously, I'm not going to be a stick in the mud. Everything's going to be fine. But I will probably be more attitude come with all of this stuff. It's fine. So yes, we're doing that one. The one in August. Wait, when am I leaving again? June, July, August. Yes,
isn't it August?
It is August because that's when I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
That one I am doing a presentation and also am MC for that one. Yeah. What is my talk on that one? Oh, it's about the changing industry and the more relevance of niching down than ever, as opposed to having a broad everything kind of bucket business, which most of us have. So that is what I'm presenting on with that one, which will be interesting. And then I'm being the MC. And then the one in later in the year that I don't have flights booked for yet.
Right.
Yes, that one. That one I am also MC for. So that's the only reason I'm going out. I'm not presenting. I don't really, Megan and I talked about this of like, I don't know. I do enjoy it. I do, but I have this problem where I was reflecting on this yesterday. Everyone who goes and presents, they have like their shtick, right? They have the thing that they present on. If you go to conferences, it's like, this is the hiring person, and this is the motivational guy, and this is the lady who does whatever.
But we all know that Colin does not give the same presentation twice.
I never give the same presentation twice. And so it's always a lot of work for me to do a presentation. I enjoy it. But the concept, the idea of just like, literally just change the date and to whom you're presenting on this. And sometimes a lot of these guys and gals who are usually presenting, who they're just tired from being on the road so much.
They haven't changed the date at all.
They did not. And I loved the part where they get to the slideshow where they tried to update it. This is my favorite. Where they have updated like one slide and they look at it and you can tell they have no idea what is going on.
They're like, I forgot that.
They are, yes, they're like, and that, and they click and they move on to the next thing. And it's just like,
nice.
So,
you have so many now in your little library. Surely you can start like cycling through a couple, like pull one out that you did like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And like polish it up a little bit, and then like spit it back out. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think
you have to start 100% over.
Yeah. There's one where I think my very first talk that I gave at like the industry level was about identity. And there's like as a business owner in this industry and whatever, there's a weird metaphor in there that I try to present about liminal space and the emptiness between us and where we're headed and how there's no set path to get from one to the other.
I feel like that probably went over a lot of people's heads.
I had a picture showing.
If you say the word liminal space in like just an average room, that's gonna be rough. I'm not gonna.
So I definitely know that is not that didn't go over the best. And I think more what I would do now, I have these. I'm like, okay, I could go back and talk on that, but I would actually couch like in my talk. The liminal space section, which again, it's like it was about transition, about like stepping over this threshold. Like that was a portion of the talk. I would just make that the entire envelope that the talk was presented in. It's like that would just be everything. And it's like whenever I had the idea for going after the whale and like the Melinda May story, it was like, like I have it. I have the framing for how this is going to be done. That talk from 4-5 years ago at this point, I know that's how I would talk about it. It would be nothing but that. It wouldn't be all the other random stuff that didn't work, whatever. So, yeah, I
do love a good extended metaphor where
Yes.
you just keep going back to the same thing over and over again, right? I used to write my essays. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
It's very,
yeah, yeah. And this
very handy.
This is what I have. Sorry, I have to get water. It's so hot. It's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And my coaster.
Wait, Colin, hold on. Missouri time. It's not the heat that gets you. It's the humidity.
Well, I mean, also yes.
And it's been raining like buckets every day, so that's
my coaster.
So it's both.
Which my coaster is a piece of the original mahogany subfloor of my house. When they had to do all the
fancy
floor,
schmancy! Look at that.
I have taken my tongue and groove mahogany subfloor and turned it into a little coaster that I'm putting my cup on now. Haha! How about that? How about them apples? No, I have this thing where I love to. I've been getting more into this. Like, I'm going to have a metaphor, and it is. I will not deviate from it. Now, this is good. This is good in that it has a really strong through line. But what's bad is that sometimes as you're exploring that metaphor, you find areas where you're like, oh, this doesn't work over there at all. Like, at all.
That's true. That is true. You have to stick with general references like, the sea. That's a good one. Right. Like, you can't get too niche with the metaphors, or it starts getting weird.
Okay, so
you can't start talking about like guinea fowl or something, and then you'd be like, "Wait, I don't actually know."
Well, so I
like a tree, you gotta get with that. Like,
no. I have, as part of the new thing that I picked up this year, this retreat that are going. It's for this coaching program or whatever. One of my roles with it is I'm the MC at the conference, but also I'm the MC for the whole year. It's an online program, and so they wanted somebody who could be like a central focal point to talk about here's what's going on, here are things going. But part of this I was originally tasked, part of my job description with this is my first job in several years. Part of this was Colin is to write a weekly, it started out as like a weekly wrap up for the week of like what's going on. Well, I can only say things like, well, if and we the presentation on Tuesday was on this, and if there was this and this, and I had these grand ideas that I was going to be I was going to watch all of the content, and I was going to pull this through line through, and I would be on the group calls, and then the office hours. Like, I was going to be really in there.
I mean, that would be good if you didn't have a full-time job as a business owner.
Yeah. That thing too, or like a life,
and children, right?
And everything else. So I quickly pivoted to, what if I just write like a weekly article on something, generally something. It's vaguely, very vaguely or tangentially connected to
tangentially relevant, right? Like
what's going on. And this has been I have really enjoyed this challenge of it's a weekly article that comes out about something. And I will be perfectly honest, there are most times where I have to publish it Friday mornings. Okay. Most of these get written Friday morning or Thursday at 10 p.m.
It happens. Sometimes, Colin, you just have to record a podcast episode at 10:30 at Sunday night, and it gets released Monday morning. It's just a thing.
It's just a thing that happens. It just happens to you. These things do happen. Oh my gosh! So we talk about those things that happen in your mind where you hear a phrase and then you just have to say the rest of the phrase that you're connected to. Okay, in the movie Phantom of the Opera, the lead singer lady, after something collapses during practice, and the guy comes up and he goes, "These things happen." The lady says, "These things do happen. If these things keep happening, this thing," and she points to herself, "will not happen," and she walks off.
Will not happen.
Will not happen. I love it so much. So yes,
that's all right. I've had two during this conversation. It's been very hard for me to not break out the song when you say "What's going on." I would be like, I said, "Hey."
What's going
And
on?
every time you say MC, I think about we're just 3 MCs and 1 DJ from the Beastie Boys, right? That's what I guess.
Oh my goodness, it's great. No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, sorry.
So, no, my article. Won't do too much navel gazing here because we have a lot to work through in our book. This will be the last thing I talk about. My goodness, what we get
yeah,
to.
we do.
No, my article this week was about. I started telling the story of taking my ornithology class in college and how I loved going to it, but I sucked at identifying birds because they didn't stand still, and I was really frustrated by that. But why did I keep going back? It was my professor who's fantastic, blah, blah, blah. He made it contagious. He made us want to engage, and he really brought out curiosity in everybody around him, which is something that we need to do as a business owner, is building a culture of people who want to be engaged and blah, 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 blah. And then this was on my mind because Noah had gone birding with a group of people because we had a native prairie conference in our little town where people from all over the state came and gave presentations and talks throughout the day. And they also did field excursions. But Noah had gone and done this, and he loved it. He absolutely loved being out there. Now, he didn't see anything, and it was rainy, and he walked through a field in flip-flops because we weren't prepared for a hike through a prairie. We thought we were just going to stand there. And so it was well, why was he excited? Well, it wasn't backing this up. It wasn't just that the people there were excited because they were picked because they were excited. It was because somebody took the time to organize the space to be excited so that it could be contagious for other people. And that's our role as business owners, building a team and monitoring our culture. And that was my whole loop of I started with Maul, went to culture building, touched on Noah, and ended with what we're supposed to do. That's the kind of thing that I'm more trying to
contain.
Right. Yes, my container.
Not so wondery.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't know. Anyway, I typically have when I sit down to write, what I have to do, I don't know. I don't know. Are you like this where it's before I write anything, I have to have the title? Am I weird like that?
Oh no, I save the title for way later. Because sometimes my title is related to something I said later on. So
yeah.
I don't write things like that anymore, but I used to do like a working right just so that I would know what it is. But I would save the title for later. I usually do the title last because I do the whole thing, or even when I do presentations, right? I do the whole thing, and then I get the vibe, and then I think about what the title should be after it's done. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I tend to be the title is going to be some weird vague reference that you will make complete sense once you read the entire article.
That's why you do it after.
No, because then I have to tie. I have to tie it in.
Yeah.
I have to tie it in.
No, it comes to you later.
It comes.
That way, there's not pressure too. Because then, if you just title something random, you're just it's blah blah blah. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
No. I had an article that I titled "Board Meeting," but it was BORED meeting.
Nice.
And
was it about flooring by any chance?
No, it was not. It was not, unfortunately. It was actually about scheduling down and nothing time in your day to be intentionally bored. But I start off with Megan's and my board meetings, BOARD, where it's like we're meeting to discuss business, and they're intense and they last a long time, and it's very like, but to also schedule the board meeting. So anyway. That's
nice.
boring.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff usually, if I'm working on it, it just says it's like insert title here or like
Sure.
working title.
Yes.
Like it's what it says.
This will change
Like,
later. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, so
sometimes I put something, but like I said, sometimes it's just for like so I can remember what it's about. Like, oh,
yeah.
okay, it's this. But yeah, I usually wait till the end.
Hey, you know what? Speaking,
I wonder
ends,
if Orson waited to the end. Yeah, boom, got him.
Okay.
I wonder if Orson started with the title or not.
I don't. So I was thinking about this. The title, Ender's Game. Is this making more sense to you, or are you getting clarity on where this title's coming from?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
100%.
not just that like he is playing a game, but
no,
but
he
the world
is a piece in the game.
He is a piece in the game, but also it's a game that he is playing because it's Ender's apostrophe. It's possessive.
Yeah.
It's
the weird fantasy game thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And this book like took a turn like hardcore. Like we were going for like clipped, really short little chapters to giant slog fests. Like
this monster.
Oh my gosh. It took me so long.
I was personally not ready for this. I was so not ready for this level of like, okay, we are really sitting here, aren't we? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chapter 7 was okay. Right? The salamander chapter. This chapter flowed well to me. It made sense. Mostly it was a little bit long. Only had slight casual racism here, like just like, oh, we're just gonna take all these stereotypes and just ramp them way up, right? Like,
well, they get better, I think, later.
So he's like, that's true. It gets worse in chapter 8, but go in hard there. Chapter 7, we just have some casual like, he is Spanish. He is a fiery disposition. You see, like
filled with lots of passion. Ha ha.
Yes, he's a very passionate man. Like, bro.
Wow. Like, okay.
What the heck?
Cool.
Also, why is everyone naked all the time? What's happening? Why are we just why? What's going on?
This weird. Was a bit of weird information that was suddenly like, oh, that's just a thing, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, we're just naked. Just hanging out.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
well, so we find out that Ender gets well, first off, let's start
transferred.
Well, because Ale wants the security code because he's seeing people get picked on, but he can't he tries to hack Ender, surprisingly, but can't, and is like, show me. And so Ender's like, yeah, I'll show you. But they go back and he can't get into his little desk booth thingy because he's confused, and Ale's like, oh, you sat on this note. And it's just like effective
classic.
Immediately transfer. Okay, sure.
Yes. So he's being transferred up to a battle group, right? Because they're playing a game with Ender. So he's going up to the Salamander Army, right? So this is the battle group in the battle games thing, and they're just kind of like they are winning games based on just like sheer will, right? They are a brute forcing it. Yeah, they're not really innovating. Right, is what Ender notices when he's watching them later on. They're not innovating anything. They're not doing anything remarkable. Right, they are sticking squarely to like 3 tactics, and they are only doing those, and they are getting some wins here and there. Right, they're just kind of consistent. Right, they don't do anything crazy. They are just consistently doing the same thing, and they're just good enough, like individual soldiers or whatever, that like they're getting results from that. but it's not groundbreaking. Ender watches them play a few times and he's like, okay, this is boring. I don't, you guys suck. Like, I don't.
Yeah. And he also runs into, anyway. We completely skipped over. He returns to Fairyland. Sorry.
This is hard to parse. All of it. There's so much.
So much going into.
I feel like next week maybe we should read 2 chapters. Like I don't.
Yeah, we did not look ahead on this, dear listener. So pardon us if we're kind of flailing here. But before he gets this transfer, he's sad and mopey. Alay says salam or salam, whatever, to him, and
salam. It's peace, right? He's saying like peace. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't write the whole thing, right? I don't know why he didn't say assalamu alaikum, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Well, because he's trying to be brief, because religion isn't allowed here, so he's opening up a little bit of himself, and so Ender's confused, and so he returns to the game where he's attacked by wolf children on teeter-totters. That's this part.
Is that this part?
That is this part.
Oh yeah,
where he can't get away. He can't play. Everything he falls through, so he walks away. The wolves show up, but they've got the face of the children. And then he climbs.
He has
back
to
down.
Kill the wolf children. Like
yes, yeah. Oh, but he doesn't just kill them. Is this it?
No. He kills them as children so they don't turn into wolves.
Yes, he does. Well, later I think we come back to. Anyway, yeah.
But he doesn't kill them. He
has to drown them in the river. Is that this time?
He leads them around. Like there's a part in the monkey bar thing where they fall through.
Yeah.
And so there's a hole and they can't get over it. And so he just he doesn't physically harm them. He doesn't whack them with anything.
No.
He just keeps leading them like lemmings and they just keep dropping through this hole and die.
But no, because then because they start reviving. So what he has to do this time, as soon as the child hit the ground,
is that okay? Because he couldn't do it fast enough, right?
Yeah,
right.
He dragged the body to the brook and pulled it in, and then it sizzled away, and then he just that's what he did. And I'm like, what is this?
Because in video games, it's a well-known video game thing, Colin, that a lot of characters can't swim and they just instantly die.
Yes,
because programming the avatar to swim is difficult, so they just die, right?
But he can't.
No swimming for you, John Marston.
He can't stay doing swim lessons for too long because he gets a report around his desk saying you're late, come quickly. And now he has to go now he gets to the salamanders, and he meets who's the guy?
It's Bonzo, right?
Yeah. Yes.
He's the leader guy here.
Yes, he is. He is. And he also meets the girl, whoever she is. I forget who she is.
Petra.
Yes, Petra. So this is interesting because we were wondering how they would handle the next, another female character. A woman, whatever those are.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes. So she's the gun
sharpshooter.
She's the shooter. Yeah, she's the best sharpshooter in the thing. So there's a very weird thing here. We get introduced. Mr. Bonzo is super strict, right? Super, or Bonzo. Sorry, Bonzo. He's super rigid, right? That's his thing, right? He's all about order, and we learn he to the detriment of literally everything else, right? Just very rank and file, super strict, right? Petra is the gun. He decides that he is going to take gunning lessons from her because Bonzo is mad that he's there. He won't let him participate in the battles, right? He was you have to wait so many seconds, then you come in the door and you stay by the door and you don't do anything because you don't know our system and we don't have time to teach you the plan and we don't have time to teach you how to do anything. So you just stay over there in the corner and we'll do the entire thing without you.
Yes.
Ender's whatever. I don't.
Okay. Well, and this leads to him later going, well, if I can't practice, like, and he's also picking up like how the tactics are bad and the loopholes
because he's watching them.
He's watching and he's learning, and he decides, well, I have to get better, so I need to go practice, right?
Yeah.
Is that oh, my goodness, yeah. I don't. There's a lot that happens here where he's practicing. With, like,
yeah, and that's here. We'll just go for it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So he starts practicing with the launch crew people.
Yes, the
right?
launchies.
Because there's a free time, right? There's a whole section of the day that's like free day.
Yes.
And Ender's like, well, they're not letting me practice with them. And he's like, most older groups don't mix with the launchies. He's like, but that's not like an actual rule. It's not written anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody says I can't do that. And I'm basically one of them anyway, because I literally just left 3 hours ago. So I am going to practice with them. Meh. He's like, I'm going to go practice with them instead. So he goes and he talks to Ali and Shin and some other people. And he's like, hey, I want to practice with you because I'm watching some stuff. So I'll teach you what I'm seeing there. And then we can like workshop some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just mess around with it and see what we can figure out based on what I'm looking at. And that's what they decided to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other groups don't like this plan.
No.
His leader, Bonzo, is super mad. And he's like, bro, you can't tell me to not do it. You know, whatever. He's like, I'm going to do it anyway. So they have like a whole conversation in the hallway. He's like, yo, look, bud, you're going to look like a moron. And I'm going to do this anyway. So,
because he realizes that his toon leader here has overstepped his bounds in authority by making this stupid rule. So Ender like tells him, "Hey, here's how we can save face with this."
Yeah,
right. And so Ender has to look dejected. So he's learning how to
play the game.
He's giving the guy an out to be like, yeah, how about instead of trying to enforce this, you say that you changed your mind, okay? And then, but I'll still look like sad and lonely.
He's like, I'll pretend you won this argument, but you're going to change your mind tomorrow. Yeah. He's like, because you cannot control my free time. It's not allowed. And I will turn you in for that. He's like, I'll take lots of stuff. I will not allow you to control my free time. Yes. I'll listen to you every other time, except for when he doesn't. But
yes,
that's coming later. He's like, I'll listen to you every other time, but you cannot control my free time.
Yep. And he's like, okay. But he has one rule. He said, when you're in the battlefield, you cannot draw your gun. And this is a weird one where I do have to touch on this because it comes back in the subsequent chapters of Ender somehow, I guess, like stumbles upon, attack the enemy feet first.
Yeah. So what's happening here is because what he's doing is whenever you get shot with the gun, it freezes your limb. Right, but you're not out. That's why you hold your arm straight out with the gun, because even if your arm gets frozen, you can still turn and you can still fire at stuff.
Yeah,
right. That's why they tell him to do that. So what he's doing is he's like kicking off the wall, and then he's like flipping around. So he's going feet first, but he's like scrunching his feet. He's kind of like balling up.
Yes.
Right. So he's using his legs as a shield.
Yes.
Right. So they shoot him in the leg. He's like tucking his legs up, kind of like in a crouch almost. And then he's firing like he's like at a sitting position, like if you're sitting on the floor almost.
Yes.
Right. Kind of. And he's got his legs in front of him. So he's moving around like that because if they shoot him in the legs, oh well.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's fine.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can still shoot you.
Yes.
So he's going feet first to like use his own body as a defense because he's not out unless they hit him in the chest. So by tucking his legs up and kind of hiding behind them, he's making the target small, and they can't hit him in the chest and get him out.
Yeah.
Right. Now, so this is his like iteration on this plan.
Yes. Now this leads to an interesting fact in that during this first skirmish, he gets hit in the legs and is frozen, and then he just decides to drift because he's like, well, I'm not going to pull my gun. And the Condors end up winning, but because of the weird...
He's not... Yeah.
Because he survived...
The scoring system.
In the scoring system, he gets like put all the way to the top of the leaderboard for whatever. And this...
Well, it's like his like kill like injury ratio or whatever.
Yes.
Like he didn't fire any shots, but he also didn't get out. So like he's at 100%, right? Like,
yeah. It's like, aha, there we go.
And so, yeah, the leader is really mad at that. And he's like, that whatever. I don't he's like, you told me not to, whatever. He's like, I could have done it. It's fine. It's whatever. So that leads us to this next one. Also, Ender has turned 7, by the way. That just happened randomly.
He has. Yeah.
Is this the one where he's... I can't remember.
Oh, this is the one where he actually fires because he basically, for whatever, and I don't understand.
Okay,
this.
That's what happened here.
Yeah, he's climbing the ranks and he's sitting way up there. None of the other team pays any attention to him for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because he's just sitting in the corner not doing it.
Yeah, he's not sitting. You would think at least they'd go try and like hunt him down for this so that he would stop climbing. But whatever. That's what it's whatever. So now he actually.
Well, I think it's also because there's no like visual distinction that he's out. Right? There's not like a flag. Right? There's no like marker on him that says you're out. So if he's just like sitting there not moving, floating, they're just like, oh, he's out. Right?
Yeah.
So he's like they're losing like really bad. And then the other team is going to, you have to like go through a gate on the other side to win, right? To like capture the point or whatever. And so you have to, apparently there's like a square, and in order to win the game, you have to touch every corner of the square. So you need at least 4 people alive. Or then one person to go through the square. So you might need 5 people alive to win the game.
Yes.
I think is what happens. So it's like a big square. It's like a big door. And so Ender's like floating across the room, and they're lining up to push the thing. And he just is like, screw it. Bam, bam, bam. He just starts firing at him. Yeah. And he hits like 3.
Yeah. He froze 3 of the soldiers.
And so they can't open the door. So it's a draw. So like nobody wins.
Yep.
But, they didn't lose. And his commander dude is so mad.
Well, and what's interesting...
Because he didn't follow the order.
He didn't follow the order.
He didn't follow the order.
But also, Ender notes that nobody knows that Bonzo gave him this order. So everyone thinks that this was like a tactical, like, genius move on his...
Yeah, like he was playing like a lame duck, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So everybody thought it was cool, but Bonzo knows... And he was so mad, like, and he's like, they start like arguing about stuff. And he's like, I like the part where he's talking to himself. He's like, what have I learned for you anyway? How to fail? Meh. That's all you know, Bonzo. How to fail with style. What have I learned? Nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, he is like, I learned how to use my legs as a shield. Right. Oh, and he learned that a small reserve held back until the end of the game can be decisive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boom. And soldiers can sometimes make decisions that are smarter than the orders they've been given.
Boom.
Boom. I think this is a thing that happens in a lot of novels, right? In wartime scenarios, because like the orders are coming from somewhere far away, and the people on the ground have like more up to the second intel. Right? We saw some of this in our Hemingway novel, right, where he talked about this a little bit. He's like, these people have no idea what's going on because they're not here, they're not looking, they're not seeing what's happening. They're just saying like attack a mountain. Ha ha ha. No.
Yeah. You and what army? And
yeah, it's a little bit of that, right? I kind of made me think about that a little bit.
well, even after this, he gets traded. What Bonzo had been wanting to do all along was trade Ender, and
Yeah,
weirdly,
get him out.
like on his way out, he like beats up Ender for disobeying, and he tries to basically say he's saying it loudly. He's punching him, and Ender was basically going, "You fool! You have destroyed what you've built here because I helped us win, and
you're punishing me.
And you're punishing me. What do you think this is going to do to rest it?" But he goes, "Whatever, I'm out. So that's we're all good."
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm leaving. So do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me anymore. So we get a big compare and contrast, right? Because now we go to the Rat Squad, which is their commander guy is just like the exact opposite of Bonzo, right? He just sits there and he's like, yeah, whatever. Like the place is a mess, right? There's really no, or people doing whatever they want, right? They're just kind of all over the place, right?
Well, a portion of them are, right?
Oh, that's true. Except for this other guy, Mink, right? Is that his name?
Mink.
No, Dink.
Dink.
Meeker. Dink Meeker. That's why I got confused there. So one of he's like the lieutenant or whatever, I don't even know. But like he is a little more with it. And so Ender's been assigned to him.
Yes.
Right. Assigned to him. That is after about 3 paragraphs of like crazy Jewish stereotypes and strange things here, which is weird, but whatever.
Are you talking about Rose the Nose? Rose the Nose?
Yeah. His name is literally Rose the Nose. Okay.
Why would they have that name for a Jewish character? I couldn't possibly.
I don't know
why they would lean into
so
that.
Weird.
So
can't
uncomfortable.
Imagine. Yeah. So weird. Anyway, enough of that.
It's horrible. But basically, Dink is like
Dink.
He sees the brilliance and he's like, "Yeah, I wanted you on my team, so I know you're not going to be the best, but let's work together."
Yeah, he's like, I'm willing to risk it to do something new because he's basically like, I'm not going to be the boss. Right? He's like, that's not really my thing, but like, I can try to do this, right? So they try to teach. Ender tries to teach everybody in Dink's little squad the feet first attack maneuver, right? And they're all like, we're gonna learn from some launchy, blah, this is lame. And then so Dink like makes them practice it, and they hate it at first, and then they're like, actually, they kind of get the hang of it, and they're like, oh, okay, it's not bad, right? Yeah. It's fine. And it's also harder to shoot. They also learned it didn't really click for them when they were attacking, but it was when they were defending against it. They were like, oh, I get it now. Right. Because they were like, it's really hard to shoot them when they're like this. And he's like, you see. That's what I'm saying to you.
Everything clicked. Yeah.
It did a little bit. That's when that was interesting. Like that they didn't really understand the plan whenever they were attacking. They were trying to attack that way and they didn't really get it. And they didn't really figure it out. It wasn't until they saw it from the other direction when they were being attacked like that they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, I see what's going on here. They had to like look at it from a different point of view, right? So so that was that. And then they're still practicing with the
launchies, right?
Other people, right? And then we get I don't remember why this happened. Oh, but now that Ender is like involved in the battle, they're like, aren't you worried about your score going down? He's like, no, I don't care about the score. That's not important. I don't care about that. I don't care about the leaderboard. That's dumb, right? So so they do this, and then there is why does he do this? Right? I don't
Do
remember
what?
why he does this. He like makes him just like go out first, right? Why
Oh,
did he do that?
he's trying to punish Ender, basically being like, "Why don't you get out of the way? We'll get you out first." And it's I think it's just a to humiliate Ender of like whatever, we'll just get you out right out of
Yeah,
the way, as opposed to the Bonzo's idea of you
of
hide in the
making him sit in the
corner.
corner, right?
It's a we'll get you out of the way. But the intent is, Ender says, yeah, and I'll shoot towards the direction they're coming, and he's like, yeah, you're not going to last at all. And uh, and he goes out there.
Yeah, and so he does that. Yeah, that's I couldn't remember why. I was trying to find the part why he does it. And so he just like instead of because what normally happens is everybody comes out, they get set up, they get in their spot, and then they start shooting.
Yeah.
Right. So
And,
Ender just goes, "Oh, you're gonna make me go up first, huh? Okay." And he flings himself
yes.
as
And
hard as he can at the
it,
enemy, and he just starts shooting.
it is
Right, and
fantastic.
they're coming out the door all slow, and he's just like bam, bam, bam,
Bam,
bam,
bam,
bam,
bam.
and then he like slams into the wall, and he spins around, and he's already behind them all where they're getting in their little formation, and he's just like da, 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 da.
It's
And he
fantastic.
takes out a bunch of them before they get. He
Yes.
froze 3, disabled 2, and damaged 7. Right?
Yeah.
There was no more talk about insubordination.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about the desk. Yeah, or whether Ender could use his desk.
Oh,
Right?
because he told him to not do his schoolwork, basically.
The work.
Right?
He said you can't use your desk. And he's like, I have to use my desk for school. And he's like, I told you not to use your desk. And he's like, shut up. I'm going to use my desk.
Because Dink was like, oh, he only has as much power over you as you give him. So don't give him any power.
He's like, oh, okay.
He's like, oh,
boom.
Yeah, I can do that. And so he just goes, yeah, whatever. And he quickly learns, oh, no, you're right. I don't have to do what he tells me to do.
Yeah, because he doesn't care, really. He just wants to look like he's in charge. He doesn't actually do any in charge things, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Bonzo, he was doing all the in charge things, but he didn't actually look like he was in charge, right?
Yeah.
Like, or he looked like he was in charge, but he wasn't really doing anything. And this guy doesn't really do anything. He just wants to look like it. So, but the end of that section is interesting. It's like more battles. This time, Ender played the proper role within the tune. He made mistakes. Skirmishes were lost. He dropped from first to second in the standings, and then to fourth. And then he made fewer mistakes and began to feel comfortable in his new framework. Yeah. And he went back up to third, and then second, and then first.
Yep. Took him a little while, but there he was. Yeah.
But he figured it out, right?
Yeah.
So then we have a little aside with Dink, and he's talking about like, why don't you be commander? He's like, I did. They asked me. I turned him down because I don't care. Like,
well, no, it's not that. It's that he sees through the lies, man. He sees that all this is just
that is true.
Up. We get that content from Dink.
It is though.
It is.
Well, that is true, right? He's like, the real enemy here is the teachers. Oh, is this where we first start getting the like? I don't even think there are any buggers, man. I just think
yes. No.
Is that where we are here?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says they're just using it for a power play so that they can control us. Because if soon as they learn, because the American hegemony, right? Okay, but like I see where this is heading. Where the American
I mean, he's not wrong.
Basically,
right.
he's
if
saying,
you look at this current state of the geopolitical landscape of the world in 2026, he's not wrong.
Okay, geopolitical hegemony is our title. Anyway,
kind of a thing.
It is a thing, and basically he's like, as soon as they discover that it's not real, they lose all that control, so they have to keep it up. And so, what's even the point? And then Ender's like, well, then why don't you go home? And he goes, what? Because I like this. And
I mean, like, it is the kind of dilemma, right? Like, this is the thing that happens when you soldier for a long time, right? Like,
yeah, it's your life.
That's what you do. You are a soldier, and then like when you leave the structure, it's very disorienting, right? Disorienting. So like, even here, he knows it's wrong, and this is what I was talking about a little bit the other day. I was like, why do we not know what the buggers are doing? How come we don't know what's happening? Oh, maybe they're far away. Nobody's here. Like, are they still there? We don't know. And so this has been so long ago that he started to think like they're not even there. Like, it's not even a real threat. Like, what is even happening? Like, we're just making up threats to get people all riled up so that we can do things like give more power to the TSA. What? Excuse me. Like right. So yeah. So that is his little take on this. But that is his other problem. He's like, well, I don't want to stop because I don't know what else I would do. Like, he's invested so much of himself already into doing this that, like, well, what's he gonna do now? Like, if this is taken away from him, what's he have?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like,
at least up here he has
catch-22
some status too, right? Like, at least up there he can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we have this is it. There's like some of the older boys don't like the evening free time practice that they're doing.
Yeah.
That the Ender and the kids are doing. And so they're like starting to come and like yell at them and like make fun of them and blah blah blah.
Harass the launchies.
And so kids harass them so that some of the kids aren't showing up anymore.
Yeah.
And so Ender's like, whatever, I don't care. And then they try to fight them, right?
Well, it's because the older kids are launching or they're taunting the kids, and so the kids turn their taunts into like jingles.
Yeah, and they start like singing them back to them,
which goes over real well.
Oh yeah.
And they decide that they're coming after them, and this is not this isn't playtime anymore. They mean them bodily harm, as I think Andrew wrote there. He goes, some meant to break bones. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, the suits were designed for wars fought with harmless light. They offered little protection and seriously hampered movement if it came to hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
Right. So this part was interesting too. He said that half of the boys had been like hit, so they couldn't fight back because they were frozen. He's like, but this stiffness actually made them potentially useful. Like, he grabbed one of the kids and used him as a missile and like flung him at this other kid,
hit him in the stomach.
Hit him in the stomach with a frozen kid. Like, what the heck?
It was great. It's fantastic.
Super funny. It was like the mockery was over. The older boys all launched themselves out there. And so they did some like crazy maneuver things. And Ender was like, okay, we're gonna lure him out to the middle, and then we're gonna zip around him and go to the door. Bye.
Yeah. He then but
this almost worked.
But because he tried to do some maneuver, he instead gets launched himself over towards where the rest of the bigger guys are, and he's headed straight for them.
Well, it's because he goes to the kid that he threw out there.
Oh, right.
The kid that he used as a missile. He goes over and he grabs that kid, and then when he hits him, he spins him around and flings him towards the door. Right.
Yes.
And so that's how Ender ends up in kind of the wrong spot, because he miscalculated kind of where he was going to end up. Right. His speed was not what he hoped it would be. And so he was like, dang. But luckily, he just like, they grabbed a hold of him, but he just reached out and kicked him super hard. And that threw him backwards hard enough that he could do that. So he escaped through some very crazy stuff.
Well, yeah, but so Ender has yet again used violence to solve a problem. Does he feel good about this? No. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm just, again, he's just like whom? Peter. He's just like,
Peter.
Coming back to, he can't get away from
and that's
kid.
Where we get because we get this driven into our skulls, because he goes back into this stupid game thing, and he he's at the end of the world, and he finds the castle, and he goes up there, and he's like, oh well, I can get out of the castle because if I just kill this snake, I can use it as a rope and I can climb down. But when he kills a snake, he turns around and then there's like a Peter in the mirror with blood dripping off of him and snakes biting him.
There's a
and
snake's
there's
tail hanging out of Peter's mouth, and
Oh,
that's when he takes he dies once, and then he takes the rug that turned into a snake and then bashes that into the mirror.
he throws it at the mirror. Yeah. Yeah, he throws it at the mirror, and the mirror shattered. And then a dozen little snakes came out and started biting Ender all over the place, and then he died again. And he was like, "Bam! Turn off computer. That's weird. What the heck?"
Oh, real quick, before we get to this, Ender is starting. One of the things that Dink told him was that the enemy aren't the other kids. The enemy are the teachers, because they're trying to make us hate each other, and they're controlling everything.
Oh yeah, true. That is true. Yes.
And one of the things that happens after, sorry, I just flipped a page and saw this, and I wanted to comment on this.
Very fine.
One of the things about the accident or the attack in the battle room is that later the report comes out and what is explaining the injuries was, quote, accidental collision in null G. And Ender's like,
yeah,
well, that is obviously a lie. But then he goes, aren't they going to do anything? Because like, don't they care about what goes on in this school? And he's starting to get that doubt, that seed. And I know he talked about that once.
From what Dink was talking about.
And so from that, we start getting into the snake, getting into the mirror, and he signs off. And anyway, it was a very interesting transition of this, like, what else is going on here, and then of course the imagery of a snake and the imagery of
and Peter again. He's like, I'm not Peter. I don't have murder in my heart. And then a worse fear that he was a killer, only better at it than Peter ever was.
Yes.
And it was this very trait that pleased the teachers.
Yep.
It's killers they needed for the Bugger War. It's people who can grind the enemy's face into dust and splatter their blood all over space. He's like,
but
and then,
go ahead. Sorry, I was going to say, a weird thing is happening here where the other commanders are seeing that this is going on, and they want their people to be practicing with Ender in this off time too, and so they send their team to at first to like protect them, but then like nobody else shows up to combat them, and so they just now people from different groups are practicing together. Is that right? Or that's
kind of what happened here at the free time. That's kind of what's going on here, and I think that comes out a little bit more in one of the chapter 9 is a doozy. Holy, yeah. So I think that they are practicing with other people though. So that's nuts. Chapter 9, we go back to Earth.
We go Earthside.
This chapter was long and drawn out and weird, right? Basically, in case you were wondering if Peter was still a sociopath, the answer is yes.
And how would we know this? How do we know this?
Because he's killing and murdering squirrels in the woods.
Yes.
Torturing squirrels by reading about Vlad the Impaler, apparently, and filleting alive the squirrels and watching them die slowly because he's a lunatic. But he's turning his attention not to harm people physically, but he wants to cause harm mentally and emotionally, right?
Well,
Colin, Peter has been on the internet in 2026.
He's been on 4chan
somehow. That's what I was going to say. It was like Peter is a 4chan guy. Holy, Peter listened to like Nick Fuentes, right? No. He watched a bunch of Andrew Tate videos. Yep. Okay.
And he went,
now he's just like one of those crazy, insane, like right wing, like extreme internet trolls. That's his. He's even invented a fake identity.
He has.
Right. And he's dragged poor Valentine into all this because he needs somebody else to like combat with the internet space.
Yes.
And so he wants to control who that person is, and so he's forcing Valentine to do that. And he's like making her say certain things, and he's just taking the opposite position because he's saying like we can plant the seeds and just start saying these things, and then like we can get other people to listen slowly over time. They'll agree with us, and we can change the world that way.
Well, because he's like, because you're
But
such
it's
a
like
good
nuts.
writer, and I'm,
Yeah.
I'm such a whatever. I don't know.
Good manipulator.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But Peter is just like red pilled, like hardcore.
Well,
Right.
and we also know
he's
this
not talking about like. Yeah, go ahead. He's like,
I was gonna say we also know this because he is tracking troop movements through watching the train system.
yeah, a totally normal thing to do
when you're
that
12.
totally normal people do every day. Yeah, when you're
When you're
12 years old. Right? Yeah. Right. And so I think also in this chapter we find what was changed because he's talking about like the Warsaw Pact #2.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Of
Apparently
course.
Russia controls all of Europe, right? Basically, that's what I learned here. So like basically what's going on here is Peter has arrived at the same conclusion that Dink did about there not being a bugger threat.
Yeah.
Right. And so Peter's like, hey, as soon as that threat's gone, he was like, we'll have to. But Peter's like, hey, when that threat's gone, we'll just have to focus our war efforts somewhere else. Why not the Russians? That's what Peter says.
Yes.
So he's like, I'm just saying that this is what internet trolls in 2026 say.
Just asking questions.
I don't know. Thanks Orson Scott Card for inventing this. Right? So for saying like, oh, I'm just saying that maybe we should think about this. Like, come on. Is that not every bad internet take you've ever heard in your entire life? Like, oh guys, I'm just saying, like, maybe it's blah blah blah. And there's like half of a good point in there somewhere, but then it extrapolates to something like so insane that you can't give credit to the good point that was halfway there originally because
it's all valid.
You can't endorse you can't endorse the end point. Right?
Oh,
You're like you started good, but
if there's one truth,
you started okay, but we took a turn somewhere.
No, it's all real. It's all real.
Ended terrible. I bet Peter believes in Tartaria. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he 100% believes in Tartaria.
I bet he does. I bet he believes in Tartaria. Like this chapter is insane. Like Peter is nuts. Peter is a 2026 like extreme right wing internet troll. Like he is on 4chan, right? He is watching all these crazy dudes like say things on the internet, right? Like you're like, what are you talking about? Like those aren't real words. Like stop,
He's emotionally manipulating Valentine and like with the like, is he really sad or is he just doing this? And I love how they like have to now post under pseudonyms, which is fantastic. Because they are now trying to spread the idea, Brandon. They are now taking their ideas to the plebes and really telling them how it really is. Don't you know?
Well, yeah, and they get the traction. Like he realizes it's getting some traction because they're monitoring the nets.
Yeah.
Right. But their dad like brings it up at some point, right? And he's like, yeah, that person agrees. I think they're right. And Valentine's like, oh God, what have we done?
Yeah. He's
right. Like
starts hearing your own
like
conspiracy theories come back to you.
Yeah. Like I can't even remember what it was now, but like, cause then we like we like cut back later to Ender for a bit. Like it just like shows up somewhere, but like, yeah, he's these phrases are coming back and we're hearing this stuff. And Dad says something about the Russians, right? Right. It's like, oh my gosh, what? About how they're not abiding by the the rules set forth by the Second Warsaw Pact. And I'm just saying that, we got to make sure we can trust them over there, blah, blah. Like, yeah. Like, oh, yeah. Father started reading it and quoting from it at the table. Finally, a man with some sense. And then he quoted some of the passages Valentine hated worse in her own work. It's fine to work with these hegemonist Russians, with the buggers out there. But after we win, I can't see leaving half the civilized world as virtual serfs in the Russian Empire. Can you, dear? Again, please remember that this novel was written in the closing stages of the Cold War.
Cold War, people.
So this is exactly the American Cold War mentality.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we can work. This is literally what happened in World War II, right? We're gonna work with the Russians, the Soviets, to defeat the Nazis. Once the Nazis are defeated, I don't know if we can trust the Russians.
We might have to do something about them over there.
Yeah, right. Oh, we can't let Vietnam become communist. No, we got to step in. That went well. Right? Like, this is the American Cold War attitude. Now I say Cold War attitude. We sort of just replaced the nouns in this sentence, and like still the American geopolitical attitude.
Yes. Nothing
Right.
Nothing has changed.
It's this exact same attitude. You just replace a few nouns in the sentence, and that's it. Right? Boom. Boom. This is actually American geopolitics for at least, oh dear, let's see.
I mean, 1 or 2 years. That's really all.
Let's see. Let's see. When was the Monroe Doctrine? That's kind of right. Like, this is right. Like, yeah. So the guy.
If people are wondering, in case you didn't know, Monroe Doctrine was what, early 1800s, what is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a while back. It's been there a minute.
Yeah, when was he president? I don't even know.
Is that 18?
Yeah, James Monroe. He was the 5th president of the United States. Right. This is 17. He was born in 1758.
Isn't that crazy?
So, yeah, he was president in 1817.
Yeah. So, yeah,
okay,
it must, right around there.
Yeah. So, there you go. Yes, the Monroe Doctrine basically says it says opposes any foreign interference in the Western Hemisphere.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. Like,
in 1823.
If you're yeah, especially in 1823, it's a weird thing to say because America's like 25 years old. But like, when you say no foreign interference in the Western Hemisphere, right? So if you're a Brazilian person, that's a weird sentence to hear because
you're looking around going, wait a minute, I'm also in the
you're
Western
both
Hemisphere.
Foreign. Yeah, I'm in this hemisphere, but you are both foreign to Brazil. What do you mean?
So how do we?
What do you mean?
Do we rectify these things?
Yes, the Monroe Doctrine is a whole problem. We know. Okay, we know.
Only if you want it to be a problem.
Right. Oh, it is. Right. It is. It's a big problem. We can talk later about your boy Ike.
Okay.
Doing bad things in Central America, but not right now. Beyond the scope of Ender.
So Ender is now.
So anyway,
Ender is now what? He is getting accolades. People are respecting.
We just had there's like a random time jump here too. Like all of a sudden, he's at least 8 now.
No, at the age of 9, he was
he's just
he was still leading the soldier in the standings, and no one doubted that he deserved it now. At the age of 9, he was a toon leader in the Phoenix Army with Petra Arkanian as his commander. So Petra has re-entered the thing.
Yes.
He's still doing evening practice sessions 2 years later. But there you go.
Ali was a platoon leader in another army. Dink finally accepted command somewhere else, or of the rats, because Rose got kicked out, right? Or like got demoted, I don't know.
And he's frustrated, though, that he has too much respect.
Yeah, but there's a point where Shin and Ali like make a joke, and Ender is like right there, but they don't joke with him.
Yes.
And they're joking about thing that he was at. Like he was there for the thing. They're talking about the big space battle with the older boys that happened in the last chapter, but was like several years ago. They're referencing that, and they're joking and hamming it up about it, but they're not joking with Ender.
Yeah.
And Ender's like, bro, I was there. I know the joke.
Yeah. And he's basically realizing that he is slowly starting to be seen as an outsider.
And Ender realized that in their laughter, in their friendship, it had not occurred to them that he could have been included.
Yeah.
Right. So he has he has been basically by default given this like supreme leadership role that he didn't ever want. Right. He never asked for it. It just sort of happened. Right. For all this stuff. And he's just like annoyed by it. And he like doesn't like it. And he still doesn't know how to deal with this stupid Fantasyland game, and it's driving him crazy. Because he still goes back every once in a while, and he still doesn't know how to get past the snake mirror of death.
Well, so that's the other thing. Real quick,
right? And also, the adults don't know why Peter is in the game.
I love this.
We glossed over that part. Yes. They're like at the beginning, we have all those weird things about the teachers talking to somebody, and they're like, how'd that get in there? He's like, I don't know. I thought you put it in there. He's like, I didn't put it in there.
Yeah, where did this picture come from?
How did it get him?
It's too recent. We didn't ask for this. And they were like, well, the game just goes and gets what the game needs. It doesn't need any authorization. And they're like, that's madness.
Yeah, it has access to all. Oh yeah, it has access to just like all the government files. And apparently. So if it needed something, it just automatically requisitioned to get it itself, and it didn't need.
And this is where we learned that suddenly what we think was a pre-programmed game with certain things, even though it was kind of weird, it's now like, well, the child and the game are making it up as they go along, and we get a little bit
it's some sort of like it's a little like AI, right? It's like programming a response to what he does.
Yes.
To see how he handles it.
Yeah,
right.
And Ender even said,
I don't think the adults knew that because nobody's gotten this far before.
Right.
So like,
they're shocked. No one's made it past. So where is he? He's off the beaten path. He's a maverick.
He's at the end of the world, literally. That's where he is. He's at the tower at the end of the world.
And even Ender is a little like, I don't know what to do anymore, because it used to be all about fighting and overcoming, and now there's like no wars and nothing bad is happening, and like dwarves are building a castle out of the rib cage of the giant. And it's like, okay, sure, yeah.
Well, I took part of this. Like I was thinking about this. Like he's talking about there's nothing like you said. There's no one to fight anymore. So like. This kind of maybe is slightly allegorical for like, or at least this is what I thought about, like what happens when a war is over.
Yeah.
Right? Like once the war is done, or the war ends, what then?
Yeah. Well, he says,
like, what do...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
No, where he says, I'm trapped, Ender thought, trapped at the end of the world with no way out. And he knew at last the sour taste that had come to him, despite all his successes in the battle school. It was despair. Because basically he's like, because what is the end? Basically, the end result of all of the success is I'm left in a world that I don't recognize anymore. That I'm being trained to battle and to game and to strategize and all this stuff. And if I'm successful, if that actually works, there's nothing on the other side of that for me because I've done it all. And this is very weird coming from a 9-year-old, but whatever. But this is what he's seeing. This is what he's seeing. Is that emptiness.
Again, this is a little bit farewell to Armsy, right? Like, what's the point? Like, what do we get out of it once this is done? What do we do? How do we rebuild our lives? How do you go on? Actually, it's a little bit Lord of the Ringsy too, right? Like, how do you go on after the world has changed so much?
Yes.
Right. This is what Frodo was dealing with in a much better articulated way. Like,
crazy.
Like, what? How do you go on after everything that you know has changed and is different? How do you deal with it?
Yep.
Like, how do you rebuild when the foundations of everything that you knew are gone? Right. And this is what Tolkien and Hemingway were both wrestling with in their own way, right? Like, how do you cover from the ashes? Right. And that's sort of what Ender is getting at here in a much weirder kind of way, you know? Yeah. So that's weird. And then the other plot of this is they go the army dudes go down to Earth to talk, they talk to Valentine, right? Because they're like, "Yo, uh, we need your help with your brother." And she's like, "Oh crap, they know about Peter." And he's like, "Ender is struggling," and she's like, "Whoa, hold on."
Yep.
And she doesn't really. First of all, she's like, well, I don't know how to help Ender because I haven't even seen him in 3 years. And I've written to him about 7,000 times, and you guys don't let him get my letters. I know that because he would have written me back if he would have gotten one. So I can only assume that you didn't give him any. Blah. And she's like, she doesn't want to help them because she's like, I actually hate you, army guy, because you ruined my family and you did everything and you suck. And he's like, you're not helping me, you're helping Ender. And he's like, what does it matter if it also helps us? Just like,
Well, and he takes this and does say, he's like, Valentine says, well, I don't like questions about my family. Just leave my family out of this. And he's like, I'm trying to. You're the only one that he loves and trusts above all, and I'd rather not sequester your family or question Peter, probably because I'm terrified of him. I don't want to go through all that stuff. This is not a trivial matter, and I won't just go away.
Yeah. She does tell him about Peter, though, right?
Yes.
He's like, what is Ender afraid of? And she says of Peter, or of being like Peter.
Being like Peter.
Right. That's what he's most afraid of. Right. And he's like, well, how is Peter? And she's like, yo, you know how Peter is.
Yeah. Well,
it's actually worse than you think. But like, she tells him about the squirrel thing. And then that's when she says, like, no matter, because she says, I would, go out to feed them and help them. But it made them easier for Peter to get. And she's like, that's the problem. No matter what you do, it always helps Peter. Everything helps Peter. Everything. You can't get away no matter what. Right? Like, is Peter a very bad person? Yes. Like, is he the worst person in the world? And she's like, well, I don't know about that, but he's the worst person I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. Right. So that's when he says that Ender's mostly just afraid of being like him. She tells him about how he would talk about killing them when they were kids. And she doesn't want to write this letter, but we assume that she wrote this letter because they were like, yo, you're going to write it either way. Like, you can either write a letter or we can write a letter and say it was from you. So we get a letter. We're gonna assume for now it's from her, but we don't know that for a fact. So she writes a letter, and Ender is very suspicious of this letter. But he said obviously it's written with full approval of the teachers, but it was definitely written by Val because she like intentionally she like spelled words a certain way right? And used a certain uh word for Peter, right? Like the epithet here of that. And then so the way that it's written and the words that she chose, he believes that it's from her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and then he does question why would they let it in though? Right? Even if she wrote it in her own blood, it isn't real because they made her write it. She'd written before and they didn't let any of those letters through.
So why now?
Those might have been real.
Oh no. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
That was weird. My
Yeah.
internet blipped.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. So
And
yeah.
then right whenever I was getting ready to turn it off, like it was like loading, and I was going to close the window, and then that's right when it came back on. So I was freaking out.
Good. Good. So yeah, he's really, this has thrown him into quite the tizzy here because he's like, they're using this. They're obviously, they're using this against me. They're not going to, like, they wouldn't have sent this otherwise. And he starts crying in his bunk, and everyone in
Yeah,
the room is like, what is going on?
yeah, and he doesn't even care that he's doing it out loud now,
Right.
right? Like before, he would always try to like hide it
Yep.
and like you know like not show. He was crying quietly because he was crying about like other stuff, and this time he was like, "Nah, I'm just going for it." He's like, "I don't care." Like it doesn't matter. He's like so distraught that he's not even bothering to do it, right?
Yep.
Um
And with this, he's like, yeah, this letter. He's trying to figure out why they sent this. He's like, yeah, they must have asked for that. They know about Peter in the mirror. They know about my fear of him. They know about all this now. Um, and yet he goes. He said he wasn't. I love that. He says he had only one memory that was safe, one good thing, and those had plowed it into him with the rest of the manure, and so he was finished. He wasn't going to play, and he goes back to the game.
yeah, but then he goes to play this game.
Does weird, and and he kisses the snake thing.
Yeah, and it turns into Valentine,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Right. And he's a little upset because he's like, the snake couldn't be her because he'd killed it too often for it to be his sister. Right. Peter had devoured it too often for Ender to bear that it might have been her all along. Right. But as she gets up off the floor, he just like grabs her hand and they just like the mirror opens.
Yep.
Right. They like start hugging and the mirror opens and they start walking down the stairs.
And they had escaped. They had broken free of the end of the world.
Yeah. And because of the tears, they didn't notice that every member of the multitude wore Peter's face. He only knew that wherever he went in this world, Valentine was with him.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Cool.
And then apparently that's good because she gets a super secret letter delivered to school, right? Where it's like, we would like to award you the Star of the Order of the League of Humanity. First of all, that's too many ofs in a sentence. But he's like, unfortunately, due to the ongoing war and the high security, you will not actually get this or be acknowledged as having received this award until such a time as the war is concluded. But so
that's
boom.
Something, isn't it?
And then they and then they're like, this message will self-destruct in 30 seconds.
It's so
crazy. And she burns it.
She does.
Well, the teacher, the counselor lady, burns it.
There you go. Congratulations. And she takes this very well because she realizes, she's like, I sold out my brother, because she sold a deep, dark secret of his. And then basically she's like, and this is I've been bribed now. They've paid me off for it. So she goes back, and as Demosthenes, whatever.
I was reading this with like an ancient Greek pronunciation. I don't know Demosthenes, right? I don't know.
Demosthenes, yes. She's like, you know what? Everyone should have as many kids in the world, and you know what? The best title that you call anybody is third. Third would be the best title that anyone could ever possibly have, because she's thinking.
Oh yeah, like her plan super populate the world.
Yes.
And that way, that people can be sent to other worlds all over the universe, and no invasion could ever threaten the human race ever again.
Yep. So we'll just go everywhere.
And she writes this out of like her own heart, and Peter is like, oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was totally rad. Take it,
Peter.
Peter, he's doing it. He's doing the thing that everyone's afraid of.
Doing the thing where he's being a loser again. So yeah, holy cannoli, that was a lot.
Yeah. What are the next? I haven't even looked at.
That was a lot to take in.
Are the next chapters like that long as well?
11 is.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm flicking. 11 is quite long.
Okay. Maybe I think we should do 10 and 11 next week. I think that would be.
12 is also kind of big.
Okay. Well, we're going to do 10 and 11 next week, so I can really.
And 13. Yeah. I feel like that's good. I think we need to slow it down a bit because there's a lot, like all of a sudden.
So much
like
going on here.
There's lots of little and especially if we're going to be going back and forth between things, right?
That really changes it, doesn't it? So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We should do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Thanks. Good. Oh man. Yeah. This is definitely the game is to be played, and who is playing the game, and what game are they playing? That's where we find ourselves. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Something or other.
Indeed. Well, to end us off on a perhaps more or less confusing note, right?
I don't know how that's possible.
I do have a haiku for you. Right? Because I love extended metaphors, this is circling back to the beginning of the episode. Boom!
Oh, we call that a callback.
What's up?
Done. We're professionals.
You love a callback. It's one of the hallmarks of the show.
We all know.
We all know and love it, right? I do this in my everyday conversation, and people think it's weird that I do that. But not weird, but they're like when we're hanging out with a bunch of friends, like if we've been hanging out for like several hours, I will reference things that we said like 2 hours ago, and they're like, "Yo," I'm like, "I'm professional. What can I say?"
What do you do? But how we make this work?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
A row of marquees, scents blending enticingly. How is one to choose?
Yes. Apparently by how much grilled cheese is around there. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's really which grilled cheese you want, It's like 5-6 choices. What?
That is perfect.
Also, I was unexpected. Also, mango lemonade.
Oh.
Yo.
Okay.
That's a sleeper. Not expecting.
Yeah.
They have like the big giant, those big giant bucket things of lemonade. They have those.
Yeah.
And you can put whatever flavors you want in there. Mango lemonade. That was a Susan special. So I recommend try it out.
I'm a big fan of mango lassies from my favorite Indian restaurants. And so have you ever had mango lassi?
That's true.
Yes. So that sounds right up my alley. We go to we have a little Indian food truck, and if you order a lot of food, they will they're very kind. They'll give you like extras. So so if you have a big order, they'll be like, hey, go ahead and take a mango lassi and some of these other stuff. And so I always
like, okay.
I know. Gosh, man, I'll
talk me into it.
Absolutely. Nice. Very good. Well, we will see what happens to Ender or not.
Oh boy.
The next
who
chapters.
knows? Not me, that's for sure. Holy
10, 11. And we will go from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And potentially also Valentine and Peter. So
in their global takeover through blogging.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I love it. Okay. Well, we will reconvene next time.
All right.
Okay. Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.